Hi guys, Gabby here with IdeateTV, and I am talking to Selwyn, and we are talking all things Power Rangers. So you are speaking here at Wondercon on a panel about 30 years of Power Rangers. What do you have to say about that?
It's amazing that it's still going. I think it's the longest running live action children's series, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, what does it mean to you to be a part of such a huge franchise, especially for, I mean, I want to say kids, but at this point, 30 years, those kids are grown now. I mean, I know I definitely watched the show with my brothers when I was a kid. So what does it mean to be a part of something like this?
You know, every year you learn more, you know, from when I started Power Rangers to when, you know, my show was over and I'm still doing conventions. It's almost like a snowball, you know, every year. It's just like the fans, they get older, but they're still there. Like, we got the greatest fans in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, when you first found out you were going to be a part of the franchise, did you know that in, you know, years later you would still be a part of it? Or did you think, oh, you know, this is going to be a quick gig and I'll do it for a little bit, and you still have fans today?
100% B. I had no idea. I was like, I'm gonna do this little gig and I'm gonna keep it moving. You know, I'm gonna be the next martial arts, you know, action hero. And then here I am.
Yeah.
30 years later, still doing it. So, I mean, it's a pleasure. It's an honor. I'm blessed to have the opportunity, and I really enjoy it. Really, I really enjoy getting out in the cons, interacting with fans, and just every year, I can't believe I'm still doing it.
Yeah. And did you have that martial arts background or that dance background, or did you have to kind of learn how to be a Power Ranger?
You know, I did a lot of like copying off of Bruce Lee as a kid. I used to love, you know, Kung Fu theater. So I knew the moves. I just wasn't trained. So actually, when I got on the Power Rangers, I did a little Taekwondo in college. It was a course, it was taught. And then once I got on the Rangers, I actually started training because that was, you know, part of my acting syllabus or you know, pedigree, so to speak. So I actually took advantage of it then, and I trained for 6 years or so. I trained Hapkido. But I think for the show itself, what they're really looking for is that, like you said, you have some, you know, balance, and you can move like if you're a dancer. You know, it's really about having body control and looking convincing. So you don't have to be, you know, a martial artist. Just, you know, look like you mean it and don't look awkward.
There you go. Don't look awkward, look convincing, you know, basic principles, I feel, of acting.
100%. And I tell you what, some of these cosplayers are amazing. Like, they do a lot more than I would have at that time. So, I mean, I take my hats off to some of these cosplayers. It's amazing.
It is amazing being at WonderCon and seeing some of the people, what they are able to walk around and move around in. I mean, I've seen people on stilts today. Have you seen any just like outrageous costumes that you're just like, you were so impressed by?
So 100%. I just got here, just walked in the door, got escorted here, just made it. So not yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
You will definitely see a lot, I am sure. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us and talking about Power Rangers today. For IdeateTV, I'm Gabby.